My friend, the Rangers board has made some bold moves. We have 4 explosive updates for you today. First, let's talk about Philippe Clement falling in love with a new deal. We also have the headline, Hearts to make Lawrence Shankland exit decision as Rangers eye summer transfer. Additionally, Nils Koppen shares the key Rangers transfer ingredient he has been trying to sign as 2 stars turned dealmakers. Finally, we have the unseen Todd Cantwell transfer request reason floated, as Rangers are told Morgan Whitaker timeline. And remember, if you enjoy daily Rangers updates, leave a like. It helps and motivates me to bring you more and more news. Let's go. Let's chat about the latest with our gaffer, Philippe Clement. So big news. Philippe Clement has just signed a new deal to stay with Rangers until the summer of 2028. Yes, you heard that right. We've got our man locked in for a good few years. The Belgian, who took over from Michael Beale last October, quickly made his mark by leading us to League Cup glory just 2 months in. Not too shabby, eh? But it wasn't all sunshine and rainbows. Despite our cup success, we couldn't quite catch Celtic in the Premiership, and they also pipped us in the Scottish Cup final. Ouch. Now, Clement, working alongside our Director of Football Recruitment Nils Koppen, is busy rebuilding the squad for the new campaign, which kicks off against Hearts on Saturday, live on Sky Sports. Mark your calendars. It's a 12:30 p.m. kickoff. Here's what Clement had to say. I have fallen in love with the club, with the fans, the stadium, and with the city. I see huge potential, and now we need to make the club better and stronger in every department. He's got a great relationship with the board, too. I have a really open and transparent relationship with the board. In every meeting that we have had, you feel the passion and desire to make the club better, and that is the same for me. Chairman John Bennett, who had extensive talks with Clement, chimed in as well. As I mentioned in my recent Rangers TV interview, Philippe and I had a far-reaching conversation at the end of May. Our shared ambition was clear: the rebuild of the Rangers men's first team for the long term as well as short term. Philippe Clement is here to stay, and he's got big plans to make Rangers stronger in every way. Let's back our man and look forward to a cracking season ahead. Cheers to that. All right, mate, let's get into this bit of transfer drama. Hearts are playing hardball with Lawrence Shankland's transfer to Rangers this summer. According to Kevin Kyle, they're not budging. Even though there's chatter about Rangers wanting to snatch the Scotland international away from Tynecastle, the Daily Record had us thinking that Philippe Clement is keen to beef up our attack with Shankland. But Hearts have been quite firm, insisting there's no transfer interest. Kevin Kyle, chatting on the Open Goal YouTube channel, reckons Hearts would rather keep Shankland and let him walk for free later than sell him now. Kyle said, if you couldn't afford Lawrence Shankland in January, you're not going to be able to afford him in the summertime because Hearts simply won't sell for the sake of 6 months. I know in January he could go and agree a pre-contract somewhere, but that isn't going to happen now. Lawrence Shankland going to Rangers, it isn't going to happen. Everything going on at Rangers now, some of them are coming in on the cheap. The boy, Connor Barron, has been a good signing because he's young and for the future. So, will Shankland leave Hearts for Rangers amid all this speculation? Well, Kyle's got a point. Hearts might think they'll get more out of Shankland on the pitch over the next 12 months than they would from a transfer fee. But that could change if we make them an offer they can't refuse. The big question is whether Rangers have that kind of cash lying around for a seasoned forward like Shankland. Our recruitment strategy this summer has been all about snapping up young, promising players we can eventually sell for a profit. Shankland doesn't exactly fit that mold, which complicates things a bit. Sure, he'd probably be a better bet heading into next season than Danilo or Cyril Desires, but he won't come cheap. And right now, there's no sign Hearts are ready to let him go. Will we make a move that Hearts can't say no to? Or will Shankland stay put? Nils Koppen, our Director of Football Recruitment, has been busy on the hunt for some seasoned experience. And guess what? He's hit the jackpot by signing Dutch defender Robin Proper, the former captain of FC Twente. Philippe Clement has been juggling the need to sell before buying. With Connor Goldson and Sam Lammers moving on, it was time to beef up our defense with some solid experience. Enter Robin Proper. Koppen said, I would like to welcome Robin to Rangers, and I am delighted to add him to our squad. We've been working on bringing experience into the squad, and Robin certainly brings that. He is someone I was well aware of from my time in the Netherlands, and I believe he has the right qualities to fit in well at the club. Clement added, "We are thrilled to welcome Robin to Rangers, and he will be an excellent addition to our squad. As a defender, he is powerful and has great attributes, which include the experience he has gained from his years playing in the Netherlands and the leadership qualities he has shown from being the captain of FC Twente. He is excited to start the next chapter of his career in Scotland, and we are excited to have him on board as we get ready for the new season. We are thrilled Robin has decided to become a Rangers player." Proper himself is buzzing about the move. He said, "Rangers is a big club and it feels really good to be here. I was glad to hear about the club wanting to sign me. I always said I wanted to have a new adventure in another country, and when a club like Rangers comes in for you, it feels surreal. This club breathes football and you want to play your football here." I spoke to Cyril Desires and Vaclav Cerny, and they only had nice things to say about the club. It's nice to see some familiar faces. You hear about the Rangers fans and how it is here, and I am really happy to be here. We've got a solid new defender in Robin Proper, thanks to some top-notch deal-making by Koppen, Clement, and a bit of help from our own players. All right, mate, let's dive into the latest with Todd Cantwell and Morgan Whittaker. So, here's the scoop on Todd Cantwell. The lad looks set to leave Ibrox after being sidelined to the B team. Philippe Clement went public with Cantwell's desire to leave, mentioning Cardiff City as a potential destination. But Clement's left the door open for a possible U-turn from Cantwell. Now, according to pundit Shelley Kerr, there's more to this story. She reckons there's a hidden narrative behind Cantwell's transfer request. This could trace back to when Clement subbed him off after just 35 minutes in their clash with Aris Limassol last November. On the Go Radio football show, Kerr said, "It'll be interesting what the narrative is and what the context is. Rangers as a club have highlighted that it's a transfer request, which I like because they have been very open and honest about it. When Rangers first signed him, he looked really promising and had a few really good performances, and then you look back, and there was one of the games he got taken off and he wasn't best pleased about it. At the time he recovered from it and added a little bit of value, but there is something that is actually going on in his head as to why he doesn't want to be there. I always think if a player doesn't want to be at Rangers or Celtic, there is something else going on in there. There is another narrative to this, I think." Now on to Morgan Whittaker. The 23-year-old is back on Rangers' radar, but don't expect him to be in the lineup for our Premiership opener against Hearts on Saturday. According to Plymouth boss Wayne Rooney, there's no imminent timeline for a deal. When pressed by the Western Morning News about any transfer movement before Saturday's game, Rooney said, "Probably not before Saturday, no. We are aware of certain players who potentially we want to bring to the club, and we will try to move on them, but I think Saturday will be a little bit too early for that." So there you have it. Cantwell might be out the door, but there's more to his story than meets the eye. And as for Whittaker, it looks like we'll have to wait a bit longer to see if he joins the Light Blues. Cheers to what's shaping up to be an interesting few days ahead. I'll be back with more bombastic and exclusive Rangers news at any moment. If you don't want to miss any, just hit the like button and subscribe to our channel, all right? We are the people.